Hello and welcome to another Blokees video, this time of the Star Wars Champion class Darth Vader, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker and the Stormtrooper. I'm making this set with my friend Johnny, so hence why there's two of us doing this. I figured this would be the easiest way to record the actual build process. I've got the camera over the top, facing down. We're starting off with Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper. Johnny is on the left building Darth Vader, I'm on the right doing the Stormtrooper. And I kind of wanted to use this as a testament to show just how easy these kits are to put together for first-time model kit makers. This is the first proper kit that Johnny has made. He's made a couple of the smaller, like, Batman blind boxes, because I had some of those, which I will also be making a video on. And this is just a little bit more challenging, but you can see he's speeding through it almost at the same rate that I am. I think he was maybe a minute or two behind, and I think Darth Vader's a slightly more complicated build. So obviously props to him for getting it done that quickly, and props to Blokees for making such a straightforward kit. Now that they're done, these model kits are phenomenal. I say this every time I make a Blokees video. I just love the proportions on these ones. There's something about the finish and the overall shape that they have. We've each posed our own model kits as well. So this is Johnny's pose. He is not in the action figure community or the model kit community, so this is quite new for him. However, you will see that some of his poses do get really cool as we go on. So this is what comes with the Stormtrooper. You get a kind of just essential set of hands, as well as the flat heel plate. The ones we've chosen to use for the model kits are the ones that have the peg on, so they just plug straight into the display stand. You've not got to worry about them falling over. Now this is what comes with Darth Vader. Also, you get more hands, that other heel plate that I was talking about, and you get a few extra wrist pegs, so I think his wrist coming out of the peg is quite common. And then you also get the swishing blade, which is a really nice touch. A lot of companies don't do that. You can just get the straight up saber and that's it. This is done really nicely. I do also want to point out the cape isn't a hard plastic. It's not rubbery, but a much more flexible plastic. Maybe more of a PVC base. Fabric would have made this even cooler, but I'm perfectly happy with it as is. You can see the detail underneath the actual hood of the Darth Vader helmet is really cool as well. So if you wanted to paint in some details, you genuinely could. All the detail is there for it. And again, the way they've done this helmet, I really like it. It just seems like a lot of thought has gone into the overall design. Now the torso does also expand, so you can pull it and it will separate slightly, and that gets you a lot more range. That is on all four of these figures. Obviously, Han and Luke share the same base body, so it's going to be there. But yes, Darth Vader and Stormtrooper both have these additional articulation sets. Now, this was Johnny's second pose, and this one looks really good. The original one was goofy, but he got the hang of posing these very, very quickly. I was thoroughly impressed. So now moving on to Han and Luke. Johnny got Luke, I got Han. I do feel like I got the short end of the deal with this one, but I guess I'll take the two more side character based ones. Now, these are slightly different builds to the Stormtrooper. This isn't just a different head. You'll see in a minute that Han has a completely different set of upper thighs, a different set of guns, a different neck. The actual waist piece is a different piece, like the belt itself. And I'll point out those differences later on. There are some very interesting changes. I do love that they've made Han taller than Luke, because obviously you're too short to be a Stormtrooper. Brilliant. Very nicely done. So you can see here, they come with hands that can hold the helmet. The head sculpt on these is really nice. It's in Blokees style, but it's very obvious that this is the Harrison Ford Han Solo. Now, if you make the helmet holdable, it won't just peg onto the neck. That's my only gripe with these ones, is if you want them to be able to wear the helmet, you need to change it completely. Now, obviously, you've got your normal set of hands as well there, as well as the gun holding hands. That top one is just kind of standard with the Stormtrooper. This bottom one is for the larger rifle, so you can take the barrel off of the one that he's holding there and put it on this one, and obviously switch the hand plate over as well. And then you, of course, get those heel plates that I was talking about. The original belt, not the one that has the hook for the sling. The original neck with the ball joint, and then the smaller thighs as well. Again, really nice touch to make Han slightly taller than Luke. And then this is Johnny's pose, and I really hope this is how it's staying on the shelf. This is Just brilliant. I'm a huge fan of Gangster Luke. Now, Luke does come with, obviously, the essential Stormtrooper hands that come with the original kit, as well as a mouse droid, I believe they're called. I'm fairly sure it's a mouse droid. A loose gun, so the blaster just as is, so it can be put in the holster. And then, of course, you get the Force using hand as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly sure that Han also comes with a loose gun. I've just got it in the sling already on him. And then these are some of the other bits that come with Luke. You'll notice that the little canister is on the back. That's because the belt for Luke doesn't have that pod. It's a completely different belt piece and different from Han. And that's the thinner neck that comes with Han as well. Now, looking at them together, you will notice, obviously, Han has a hand for holding that long-range blaster, as he is now holding it just resting on the floor or holding it so it's shooting. You can see Han does have his sling in the back there as well. And notice Luke doesn't have the canister on the back of his belt, but Han does. I never noticed that in the movie. There's also the comlink, I believe, is what's on Luke's belt, and that's not present on Han's. So they could have made this much easier for themselves, but they've gone and put a lot of detail in. You can see me trying to show that the height is different. The helmets also hold in opposite hands, which I think is really nice. It doesn't feel like just complete reuse. Now, starting with Han and Luke, essentially just Stormtroopers with a couple extra bits and slight differences. You can see that height difference there. It is noticeable, ever so slightly, and I'm a huge fan of that. I like that it's a subtle thing. And then bringing in Vader and his Stormtrooper. These Stormtroopers would be such a good army builder. Obviously, Blokees are relatively cheap. You've got a very nice Stormtrooper model when it's done. Your only issue is going to be scaling because they do come up a little small compared to normal 112. But looking at Vader, that detail is wonderful. It's a nice matte and gloss plastic, and then obviously the printing on it just works really well for Vader. Again, my only gripe is the fact that it's a plastic cape and not a fabric one, but for the price point, perfectly reasonable. And I'm taking a look at the Stormtrooper. Again, you do have that expanding torso to give you more range in there, which I think is a really nice little bit of engineering to throw in. And there is also drop down at the hips, so you can get more range out of those legs. Honestly, just a really nice set of model kits. Thank you so much to Blokees for sending these to me. I always love building Blokees. I'm a huge fan of model kits, as I mentioned. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Blokees. I'll see you in the next video.